Hello everyone and welcome to the Crafty Maven Getaway. I am TinaGale and this is a look at our inspiration piece this week. And I took inspiration from the beautiful color scheme on this, all of the spring colors and the spring feel. So you can see here with the layout that I've started, I've already cut my pieces and I'm working with the Pink Paisley Memorandum collection as well as several other paper lines and companies just for the embellishments and some of that. So some of the other papers that I'm using is Pink Paisley, the C'est La Vie, and some of their embellishments, which is the Cork Hearts and Cocoa Vanilla and more. So I'll try to point those out when I get to them and when I'm using them. But for Free Flow Wednesday, we get to kind of just do our own little style. And so I'm just a real traditional paper scrapbooker. I love to scrapbook my old photos as well as new ones, and I also like mixing up supplies. So that's what I've done here, is mix several different companies, and I also pulled in just a few of older products along with brand new products that have just come out. So I'm working with two photos today, and they're older ones of my daughter from 1995. And I just wanted to create this broad vertical stripe off-centered to the right-hand side of the page. And so I started with that pink paper that has an ombre effect, and I kept the dark to the bottom of the layout so that it would help weight the layout down. And then I just created some little strips of borders, and as you can tell, not all of them go the full length. They're 3 or 4 different lengths. I've used one of my big scallop border punches as well as my small scalloped. So I just wanted a mix of all the different shapes and sizes just to provide interest. And so now I'm just using some of the foam sheets that you can get from the craft store to pop up the two photos, and I just bumped those together and matted them as to one photo. And I'm just going to put it up to the top right hand side of the layout, and I'm just looking to where the lines meet up on the layout. I don't want it right up next to the pink edge of the paper. I want a little bit of the pink paper showing on the side. And then I've put in what I want to use for my title, which are some of these chipboard pieces. And those are from the Bloom collection, from the Maggie Holmes Bloom chipboard embellishments. So I thought they were really cute. They matched well with the inspiration piece. They go well with the paper that I'm using with the pink and the touches of the gold glitter. And then I'm pulling out all the other embellishments, and I had these two little clipboards, and they're actually some of the pattern paper from the Memorandum collection, and I just cut them out. And I had this bow paper clip, and it's from American Craft, and just kind of stuck it together and had it off to the side, thinking that it would be really cute to pull off to the side and to create a spot for my journaling. And so that will stay there. I really liked how it worked out. So I'm just going to ink the edges of that so that it matches in with everything else. And that's one thing that I do when I'm using lots of different collections, is try to ink the edges so that it just kind of helps marry them together. I also pulled out a doily from my stash, and I'm just going to put that behind this whole embellishment cluster over here that's going to have my title and my journaling. And that's just going to help tie all of those pieces together so that they're all connected somehow and they're not just floating off into space. I've added, or I'm going to add, that little yellow arrow there that says notes. I'm going to tuck that up underneath that bow paper clip, and I'm also going to add some little hearts to the top of that for some added interest. I have this little pink arrow, and the hearts and the arrow and just the little paper ephemera cutouts. Those are all from the Cocoa Vanilla ephemera packs, and there are some from the boy line, some from the girl line. I just I've used the older collections from last year to where I just have a few little things, so I've just kind of like stuck them all together in a container because all of the colors go well together and they're generic. They're not necessarily tied to a boy or a girl. And so I just pulled out some extra pieces that I had there. That butterfly up at the top is from the Puffy stickers, and that is from the Bloom collection too, I believe. And what else do I have up there? I think all the other pieces were probably from Cocoa Vanilla. Then I'm just tucking them in And I'm just adding a little bit of yellow and a little bit of blue and a little bit of pink. That's pretty much my color scheme here. And so I'm just making sure that each embellishment clusters has a little bit of each one. Now off here to the right, I've added just a little ticket stub, and then I had a punch circle. So I had it, and I had this flare that I wanted to use. It's an old flare that's been in my stash for a while, and I've tried to use it a few different times and just haven't been able to get it onto a layout. So it actually makes it onto this layout, so that makes me really happy to get that used up and on a page. And then those cork hearts along the bottom, those are from the C'est La Vie collection, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So they're just cork hearts, but they have little chips of gold glitter stuck down into them. So it just helped hide that title, and I just thought it'd be cute to put a little banner under there, and that's going to kind of pull that cluster embellishment to the journaling and the title and just kind of join them all together and kind of marry them. And then I'm just adding some pop dots up along the wings of the butterfly just to have that stay popped up. Since that is a sticker, it's going to squish back down. Sorry for my head. Kind of hard to see sometimes. So I've pretty much, I think, gotten everything down the way that I want it, and most of the embellishments are in place. Like I said, this is an older photo. This is of my daughter at the store that I owned, and just when she started getting around and crawling, and she would just get into everything. I have some other pictures on a scrapbook where she just, the shelf that's kind of in the background, she would go over there and she just loved taking everything off of the shelf and just playing with it. And so it was just a constant pick up and put back on the shelf every day. And it was all these bottles of paints and things. So quite enjoyable for her. It got a little old for me, but I loved being able to have her at work with me every day so that I could still do what I loved, but still be a mom. So I've added some gold, the gold little shiny stickers, and then now that I'm saying that, I can't remember what they're from. But it's one of the sticker sheets where there's like 3 different sizes of the gold hearts that are just really pretty. And I wanted something just a little bit gold up at the top because I had so much going on at the bottom with the gold. So I needed to bring it up to the top because the only thing gold up there was the bow paper clip. So I'm just adding my journaling now, and then I will add some misting. I use some gold mist and a little bit of pink. It's actually, I think, called coral. So I kind of splatter it with both of those around in the embellishment areas, and that's going to finish it up. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you're not already a subscriber on the Crafty Maven, I would love to have you subscribe, and you can check out videos every day of the week from several different artists. And if you enjoyed this and would like to see more of my work, you can subscribe to my channel, which is Tigger's Teachin', and there'll be links down below to all the places, Facebook, Instagram, all of those places that you can connect up with me, and I would love to see you around. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next month here on the Crafty Maven Getaway. And then you can also check on my YouTube channel today. And I also have another video going up today for Paper Issues. It will be my last assignment that I do for them as part of their design team. So I would love to have you hop over to my YouTube channel and check that video out today. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon. Bye!